Welcome to the Own Your Best Life podcast. I'm May Emson, your host, leadership and mindset coach. Here, we talk all things spiritual, mindset, business, leadership, and wellness for the modern seeker who wants to align their life with purpose and inspiration. We'll cover career changes, stress management, meditation, energy, intuition, and more. Each episode holds spiritual and practical tools to help you live a life of your wildest dreams without getting burnt out along the way. Ready to live a life on your own terms? This is the Own Your Best Life podcast. Welcome, friends, to episode number 104 of the Own Your Best Life podcast. So I want you to think about the last time that you truly defined what success meant on your terms, not just for one specific goal, but across the whole of your life. And when we don't define success, we stay exactly where we are, doing the thing that we used to define as successful. And as you start to get that feeling of accomplishment and success, we struggle to let ourselves reimagine what could be the next thing and why. And sometimes when life is really good, we don't want to change it. Yet, if we don't define success and we don't redefine success, life will still change, but it will change towards an end goal that might be someone else's goal, not yours. And today, we're going to talk about redefining your own success and how that helps you recreate the life that you are living. So there have been two very important times when I had to redefine success. The first time was when I became a mom. I had two young girls and I was trying to figure out what work-life balance looked like with a pretty demanding corporate job. And the second time was when I launched my coaching business, when I made the shift from the corporate warrior brain to entrepreneur brain. And making multiple six figures in one area was different from making multiple six figures in another area. And we often underestimate that level of transformation that has to occur when we redefine success. We think that changing jobs will help us achieve that work-life balance we really desire. So we go on a job hunt, yet we haven't made the changes to who we actually are. And those patterns of overworking and striving that led us to this life, and a life that felt really heavy from work without the return on investment of our time or energy, that hasn't changed. And when we haven't made those changes, we take that same pattern to the next job and to the next place in our lives. And even those who decide to take a pause in their careers to pursue working from home, they often take those same patterns of overworking to their home lives. And there they are intensely focused on home projects or kids and health in the same ways that they used to be really focused on getting the work done in their professional lives. And what is going to trump our surroundings every single time is who we are. So we can change where we go, but we're still the same person. And the only way that doesn't happen is if you actually redefine success for yourself first, changing who you are. What do you want? What makes sense now for you? Why, in this point in your life, have things changed? And why do you want to change again before the changes occur, as the changes are occurring? And what if you took everything off the table? What would you want then? And instead of making these small changes to our outer world, we're working on making huge changes to our inner world. And these changes come from a place of knowing what our desires are. What do we care about? Who do we want to be? And this comes from also creating a new definition of what success looks like on your own terms, what your vision of extraordinary is, even if you've never experienced it before. We might have had societal, cultural conditioning, maybe even family conditioning that helped us gain a sense of the rules and the strategies that we must play in order for us to succeed in this life. But if we are looking at really redefining who we are, we have to actually be able to take a clear mind, strip away all the things that we might have learned or known and been taught, and question every single thing. Not to change everything, but to know exactly why something wants to be in your life today. It does not matter what you've done before and what you felt was right before. What matters now is that you actually believe it for yourself. You know for yourself why this is true, and you see it in your life in action, so you have your own results to talk about, your own results to know with certainty what happened when you lived your life this way. And this is going to change you, right? This level of future thinking is going to mold you. It's going to shape you. It's going to redefine who you are at your core, what you are willing to experience. And life, as you know it, will go away in that shape and form that it used to be in, so that you can have something new. And I had to let go of the feeling of knowing that I did everything I could possibly do, so I could have the feeling of knowing that I did what matters most. And that is the kind of change that we're looking to make on the daily. I had to let go of hundreds of thousands in corporate income to create hundreds of thousands in self-created income that can grow and repeat and grow tenfold. And we don't know what our lives will look like. We don't know what we can actually accomplish until we learn how to do this process. And this is what I teach in my coaching, how to redefine success, so that you're feeling discomfort and doubt in the creation of this life that you want to live, instead of in the life you don't really care about living in. In this new version of success, you might as well feel all of that discomfort there than the discomfort of the current life that you already know. And instead of living someone else's version of success, you will actually define why this matters to you now. Either way, you won't be able to take away that risk of failure. You won't be able to take away those negative emotions or the uncertainty that you're going to have when you live a life as a human being. But the difference is you're going to be required to use those feelings towards the goal that you have. You're going to be using those feelings towards learning, towards growth, so nothing ever actually becomes a true failure. It'll be for you, for your life. And you will be required to give up that perfect life you have now that feels so safe, for the imperfect life that feels expansive. And you will be required to stop being a follower and to walk as a leader. You'll be required to do less so that you can focus on creating more. And I am once again in this next phase of redefining success. And I'm doing this with my clients as well. So I invite you to join me. If you want to come on in for the ride, you can join me at my retreat. And you can go to www.mayemson.com/your next 5 years. And you can see all the details there. I hope you will join me. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining us this week on Own Your Best Life. Make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts so that you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, can you please rate and review on iTunes? I would so appreciate it. Share it with a friend, take a screenshot of it, and tag @MayEmson. This helps continue to get the word out. For more show notes and resources, check out www.mayemson.com. It'll have all the links to everything you heard here today. Thanks so much for listening. It's time to own your best life.